Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, it is day 10. Can you believe it? Already? It's winding down, y'all. Two more left, but yeah. So, I'm kind of glad. I'm tired. But anyway, this is day 10 and it's any kind of Christmas. You can make anything you want. So make sure that you check out these wonderful hosts, Brenda and Krista. They'll be in my description box with the entire playlist. Now, let's get started. Y'all, this did not turn out like I thought, like my brain intended, okay? But I've got this plaque and it was a fall one, and I tried to add blue in it, didn't really work. I'll show you an inspiration at the end of the video. What I tried, what I attempted is not what I got, but I still love her. Him, her, it, him. This is a him. This is a him. I usually make a her, but this is a him. So I've got these two bowls, and I got them from the Dollar Tree. One is a little bit bigger than the other, and I think it was the little bit bigger that threw it off because the head didn't match up. But anyways, I've got these Christmas lights, and I didn't want these big old Christmas lights to show. You see, they're just, I didn't want that. So I'm gonna E6000 this down. Now, I'm telling you, you really got to put some E6000 on there because where that cord is, it's not going to make contact where that cord is. You really got to smush it where the battery pack's got to come out because you're sealing it shut. It's got to come out. So I put a little bit of hot glue down on here, and y'all, I'm standing up. You'll probably see my big old gray head. But anyway, I'm going to smush this down on there, center it right, and I thought it was stuck, but it actually fell off later, and I had to glue it back down. But this one's going to go in there, so I'm going to have two sets of lights in there. That's what I intended to have, two sets of lights, and that was it. But I'm going to take this yarn that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to yeah, that was when I was like, is this even together? I don't know. So I'm going to take E6000. Okay, this is just to get it started is my E6000. Nope, I'm not going to take the E6000. I'm going to take my fabric tack. I'm going to take my fabric tack glue, and I'm going to put a line of glue, and I'm going to start it with hot glue, and I'm going to stick that in that hot glue and then smush it around in that wet glue. Fabric tack tacks pretty quickly, so it's a really good glue. So I'm just going to go around here now with hot glue, I think. I might add a little more fabric tack. I'm not sure. Yep, I did. Just to, make sure this stays on there. And then once you get the fabric tack on, the initial bottom run, you just glue it to the yarn. I'll get it right in a minute. Y'all, this 12 of these in a row. Yeah. And singing a song. Oh, whoo, it's got me. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah. So once you get them all the way on, now you're going to take and I'm going to attach this one to the top one and the glass. So I'm gluing the glass to the, I'm putting glue on the glass and the yarn, and I'm sticking the yarn and the glue and the glass. And this is to add my other piece here, and this will hold it on until that glue sets up. So that's a win-win right there. So, but anyway, I'm just going to keep going until I get to the top. I'm at the top. I put my batteries in there, or my lights in there, throw my battery pack to the back. Now, this has a ton of battery packs. If you can find a way to hide them, go for it. But I'm going to just go over that and glue that there so it holds it still. At this point, I thought, okay, I can put a hat on here and I have a snowman. No, 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 sir, no, ma'am, did not. This looked like some kind of mummy, a fat mummy, or a ghost, or I don't know what. So I had this piece here, and it's a plastic bowl from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to pull that up around it and glue that down in there and glue all that yarn to that bowl, okay? And that's going to hold my bowl still. Well, for the most part, it held it still. So now I'm just going to go around the bowl with the fluffy yarn. And this yarn's about $7 something, $8 roughly a skein, but it goes a long ways. This looked worse. Now I look like I had some kind of white beehive. And y'all, look, I tried to put that on and it looks so dumb. So I'm going to take the ball because I don't like the hat. I don't like the face on it. I'm just going to be honest. But that's a good sturdy ball. So I'm going to take the ball. I plucked it, as you saw. And I'm going to glue it to the top. No, this is not going to just be the head. Okay? It's not going to be the head. Well, I already cut my yarn because I thought that when I tried to put that black hat on there, it looked like Cousin It with no hair, if you know that, scenario. But anyway, so I'm going to take this fabric here. This is my favorite fabric. I got it at Walmart a few years ago. And I'm going to take one end. It's got these frays on it. And I'm going to cut right down the line. Okay? So I'm cutting right down the line till I get to the other end. Well, don't you know that I did not cut that straight the first time. So I'm going to line this up and then I'm going to trim my scarf. Now, yeah, it's way too long. We'll fix it. So I got to get a hat made. So I'm going to cut out a little rectangle of fabric, okay? And yeah, it's too long too, but that's okay. We can remedy that. So I measured it actually around the ball. So I knew how big my ball was for the hat to go around it. So I'm just going to take hot glue and I'm going to smush it down in there real good because you want that glue down in that fiber. So then I'm going to flip it the right way and then I am going to give my hat a cuff. I'm going to roll it up twice to give it a little cuff there and I'm going to glue it in place because it will fall down when I'm trying to shimmy this down on the head. It had to be a little bit tight. I didn't want it slouching. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this over that head. I finished covering it and just like I did the rest of the jar. So there it is, right on my head. It looks like a nightcap. So anyway, I tack it down with glue and I'm going to take this and I'm going to pinch it in the middle. And then I'm going to take a rubber band and put a rubber band around it. So before I put a rubber band around it, I forgot that I put a little bit of stuffing in it so that it wouldn't fall down. So yeah, so I just put a little pillow stuffing in there. And now I'm going to put a rubber band around it. And when I get that tight or however I want it, then I'm just going to cut the top off and I'm going to fluff out that top there. And there's his little hat. When this dude gets done, he looks like a lumberjack that fell on his behind. But I'll just tell you. But anyway, so now I am going to take my scarf and I'm going to go around and it's a little bit long. So I didn't really want to cut it a lot. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold it in half and then run it through itself, through the loop. So you fold your scarf in half and then run it around the neck and then run your two ends through the hole that you've got that's doubled. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I ever make any sense, to be honest with you, but I'm trying, y'all. But anyways, it's hard to adjust it on that fabric yarn, so I'm trying to shimmy it around here and get it tight in the back so that I could pull it tight in the front. And once I get it, I'm going to tack it down with some glue. That way I know it's not going to come loose or move or anything like that. But I'm going to take, after that, I'm going to take the longest one is really long. One is pretty good, and then there's one that's longer. I'm going to take the one that's longer, and I'm going to cut it off. And a little bit above the long one, so I'm going to take the longest one and cut it a little bit shorter than the long one. And then I'm going to fray the ends of that to make it match the other end of the scarf. So this is just, I cut it, didn't like it, cut it again. Yeah, so now I'm fraying it like I said I was going to because I already told you I was going to do this. Now you're just watching me do this and that part will be done. Sorry I left this in here. I was going to cut it out, but you just see me picking the scarf. And if you use that pink tool, see, maybe it's because I wanted to tell you this tip. If you use that pink tool and dig at it, you'll pull those fibers right on out of there, honey. That's a pink miracle tool from the Dollar Tree, in case you don't know. I love it. But anyway, so now, oh, what am I going to do next? I don't know. No, I really don't know. Oh, I have one of these. This came from Easter, and it's a little bottle brush tree. It was cute, perfect size, so I'm going to pop that right in the middle of his face, okay? This little guy ain't going to have no mouth. That's okay. They don't have to all the time. So I have these things that came out of the ball, and I was trying to stick them back in. Wasn't going in that styrofoam, so I'm like, all right, I'll give him some little beady eyes. So I'm going to put my little black pom-poms on there, and I'm going to put one up and one down, so he looks a little wonky, okay? That's just the way I like it. You put them on however you prefer. You can use buttons, you can use wooden noses. They have kits at Hobby Lobby you can buy to make your own snowman. You can use those. Look, I love it. I love it. This is not what I intended, but I love it. So I'm taking a glue stick and I'm going to cover up because I didn't want to paint it. I don't got time to do all this. I got to make 2 videos for tomorrow. I'll have 2 videos coming out tomorrow. One will be a one and done. It's for the 12 days of Christmas. And then I'll have my Just Our Imagination challenge, which is going to be really, really cool. I'm excited about that one. But anyway, I was dreading it, but now I'm excited about it. But I'm going to take that after I glue it down and it dries. I'm going to sand it off and make it all, pretty. So now I've got this white canvas, okay? And I was going to I took E6000 and I'm going to put it all around the glass part, okay? And this stuff is getting so thick and hard to come out. But it's to my advantage because it puts it where I want it, not run everywhere. So that's a good thing. So I put a butt ton in the middle, ran out of a glue stick, and then I'm going to run it around the yarn. So everything is getting glued down. I don't want him to go nowhere. Look at my head. Good God forbid. Okay. Make sure you put your battery packs in the back. And you see that third battery pack? Yeah, we gonna use it. Yes, we are. So, I was trying so hard to paint that piece that he's sitting on to make it look like a pond or ice skating water or something like that. Yeah, you don't even see it when I get done. I could have left it brown for that matter. No, you need to paint it white. But I didn't have to mix blue and all that junk in there like I was trying to do. So anyways, I've got this greenery and I'm going to stick this greenery down in a little crack I found in his hat that I didn't glue down. And then I have a pine cone. I'm going to pop that pine cone right there just because once I got started with this fabric always reminds me of a lumberjack, like a Canadian lumberjack. And I don't know, It just looks that way and I love it. I love plaids. I absolutely love plaids. Most plaids. And this was just my favorite. And I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I would love to go to Canada at one time. I would. I think that would be so fun. I don't like to fly or nothing, so I don't know how I'd get there. I was almost there one time. We went to New York, where my husband's dad was living, and we went up there, and I was close to Canada, but I didn't go. I could have went. It was right down, yeah, not far from me, but I didn't go. Anyway, why do you care if I wanted to go to Canada? Why do you care if I went to New York? I don't even know. I'm just blabbing. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to run it around that rubber band because 1, rubber band will snap after time, and 2, twine looks cute because it's rustic. So I'm going to run it around and I'm going to make a bow. Why does he need a bow? I don't know, but he has one. Deal with it. I will. So now I'm going to, I'm having coffee and I'm feeling sarcastic. I'm sorry. You have to overlook me. So I'm going to take these, I did put some berries in there I got from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to take these fairy lights, I think you call them. I don't know. And I'm going to hot glue them. Y'all, I had to push my finger in that hot glue to get that to stick. If I could have stapled through that little rickety Dollar Tree thing, I would have stapled them on. Now you can use, how a regular staple will open up and you can staple it, paper stapler. You can open it up and staple it into a bulletin board. That might have worked, but I didn't want to get up and get one. So now I'm taking this glass Mod Podge. It's like ultra glossy. I don't use it ever. And I thought this would be a good idea. good way to use it because I don't like it. So I'm going to put a good amount on here. And then I'm going to take my faux snow. I got this at Dollar Tree. They have it at Hobby Lobby. They may have it at Dollar General. I don't know. I didn't look for it. But they may have it. You never know. And I'm going to sprinkle that all the way around over top of these lights. That hides the wire and it gives it a beautiful, beautiful glow. I'm telling you. And these lights were a different color than the lights in the snowman, so it made it looked better to me. That way it distinguished my snowman from the snow, which was supposed to be water or ice pond or something. Yeah. So we're just in the snow now. So anyways, once I get all this faux snow smashed in there, and you want to push it down in there, or at least I did, and I had it all over my hands. It was really gross. I mean, gross. So I had to go wash my hands. But I'm going to take and what am I going to do? Oh, I'm shaking that off. Now, you know that thing's glued down good if I can shake it like that. So I'm going to go in here and fill in spots because I missed some spots with that faux snow. Now, I had some extra wire that had no lights. So I'm just going to run it around the snowman, pulling it tight underneath of all of that fluff and hiding that under there. So now that I have that done, I have these ornaments. I think I got these at Dollar Tree. And I just pulled the top out, and that leaves a sticky little styrofoam, but it ain't sticky enough. So I'm going to glue the styrofoam and that fur and stick it right to the snow guy. I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other. That flowery stuff came out real easy. So there you go, right down on there. My focus is out of focus because it's focused on top of his big old head. So I have these bubbles. These came from Dollar Tree, I think. And they're supposed to be, they say white berries, but I'm using them as snowballs or bubbles or whatever you want to do with it. Snowballs, that's cute, snowballs. So my paint was still wet. So it was hard to get some of them to stick. I had to take my finger and, smooth it around there so that, I could have contact with the wood to glue these little snowballs or whatever, white berries, whatever you want to call them, on this. So I'm going to randomly put some of the big ones and some of the little ones all the way around my little snow guy. He's cute. So when I was taking these off, I was like, this wire, y'all, this wire, it reminded me of snowman hands. So I take it and I run it around a piece of wire that I had. It's a thick wire, stole it from my husband. So yeah, so it's mine now. So this wire that I had, I put it around there and then I'm going to bend the end. Okay. I bent that a little too long. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue that long piece. I'm going to put all kinds of glue on that bent piece. You'll see. Maybe I'll show you. Yep. See that bent piece? I glued the fire out of it. And then I'm going to stick it down in the, between the runs of the yarn. And then I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to smush that around that wire. And I'm going to keep fooling with it and adding glue. Now, you won't see the glue down in all this fluffy yarn, I promise. So I'm going to just hold it there and smush it until it finally catches and sticks. And I'll do the same thing with the other arm. Now, here's the final reveal. Oh my goodness, isn't it just precious? He's so cute. He is so cute. I love it. This is with the lights out and what the lights look like on. And then here is what he looks like. And the lights are still on, but you can't tell because it's daylight. But yeah, he's so cute, ain't he? Look at them googly eyes. I love it. I love it. Tell me what y'all think. You guys are a blessing. I really want you to know I truly appreciate you. And thank you so much for sticking with me for every day for the past few days. That means a lot to me, I promise. I hate this glue and I should have frosted his skates there, which I'll go back and do. I will, at a later time. But anyways, I think he's so cute. Now, I'm fixing to show you what my inspiration was. I found this on Pinterest. I have no idea who it is. It was someone else that pinned it, I'm sure, because there was no link to it. But look, that was what I was intending, and that is not what I got. Just because I didn't want to do glitter, I didn't want to fool with it, and I didn't want to, use just glass. But yeah, so there's my inspiration. You choose which one you want to do, okay? So stay tuned for the song. It is coming up right now. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 packs of glue sticks, 9 rub-on transfers, 8 decoupage napkins, 7 jars of Mod Podge, 6 packs of bobbins, 5 seam rippers, 4 yards of fabric, 3 pairs of scissors, 2 packs of needles, and a brand new sewing machine. This song, I can't help but laugh. Y'all are a blessing. Thank you so much for watching me these days that we have been together. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys. I really do. Until next time, well, I'll catch you tomorrow, Lord willing, okay? Goodbye.